we are back with not one but two mattresses. So we have actually reviewed this one already. This is the 8 with the technology layer. We've also reviewed other things from 8, but 8 recently came out with 2 more mattresses. So this is their original, which they are now calling the Jupiter, and with the technology layer, it is the Jupiter Plus. So this one is their less expensive version.
Their entry
yes.
price one.
The entry price one.
Okay.
And this is the Saturn.
The difference in the queen size mattresses is $200 for the mattress and then an additional $200 for the technology layer. So if you're just getting these queens separately without the plus, without the tech layer, it's a $200 difference. Or you can tack on $200 and then... So in theory, this one as a queen with the tech layer is the exact same price as this without the tech layer. Right? So it's a $400 difference in total.
They also have a more expensive version,
yes,
which is, I guess, another $200 difference. Is that right?
I bet it's $200 difference. Yeah, $1,200 currently on sale for $1,099, but that one actually has springs in it as well.
It does. It has memory foam and springs.
So there's no way they can ship that to you in a box.
They say they do. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Well, we don't have that one. So all we have is this.
Yes.
So,
and this one has 3 layers of memory foam, and this one has 4 layers of memory foam.
that extra layer.
But this one is actually a bit firmer.
So it's really, the question of this video is, hey, I'm looking at this one, is there any reason to spend $200 to upgrade to this one?
Right.
And I think part of the answer to that is, how firm do you like your mattress? If you like your mattress super firm, this is definitely firmer. I mean, it's 20 to 30% firmer than this one. So, like, if you've slept on one of these beds before, or if you just think memory foam is too squishy and you want something super firm, definitely get that one. It's much firmer. You really don't sink into it, whereas this one you can kind of feel yourself sink in. It's not a lot.
The original 8, I think, is definitely the softest of all the mattresses. Mm-hmm. The 8 is the only bed in a box that I have slept on, and the first night I loved it. You know, where it's just immediately comfortable. It's very soft, much more plush. However, after sleeping on it for a while, I felt like it was starting to hurt my back. Like I just needed a little more support. So when this one came out, we decided to get this one. The second I laid on this one, I was like, ah yes, this is what I need. Because it just has that little extra bit of support, but it still feels a bit squishy. I don't know. Colin laid on this one and was like, ah, too firm.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, no, it was definitely too firm for me. I like the softer, squishier beds. We have found ones that are kind of right in the middle, perfect for Becca, both and I. But that one's a bit too stiff for me. I don't like beds where you feel like you're floating on the top of it. In fact, that was our problem with the original bed, the Casper.
Right.
Was that you always felt like you were laying on rubber. And this one, it's not bad. I could see if you like a harder, firmer mattress, that would be perfect for you.
See, and I don't think this feels like the Casper at all, or even, to me, this feels like it does have, like, kind of a, like, I mean, you can see it, it feels more like the Novos bed.
Right.
Where it has kind of a soft top, like, almost like a pillow top, and then a really firm core, which I like because I have back problems, and I think with the 8, it was really comfortable, but it wasn't as good for my back. Whereas this one, I feel like is just a little more supportive. In fact, I think that's how they, let me grab my laptop here. That's how they describe them. The Saturn is the ultimate support, and the Jupiter is reactive support. I don't know what that means. And then the Mars is pressure relief.
With cool airflow.
Yes, yes.
Integrated coils and foam, 11 inches tall and medium firm. They all say medium firm.
Yeah, they're all listed as medium firm.
Yeah,
I wish that they would have...
Little bit BS, right? Because that one is definitely firmer than this one.
Yeah, so, like this should be medium plus.
Right. Yeah, that one's definitely medium plus, and I think it's just how they have the layers set up. That one, this feels kind of squishy all the way through. That one feels a little squishy, and then it's immediately hard right below it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like you're laying in water and you hit the bedrock almost immediately.
Right.
So I think that's a little bit off. I would push back a little bit on that, but I think. Honestly, do you think that this one is worth $200 more? To you, no. Because
I prefer the cheaper one.
Right.
Lucky me.
So I think, yeah, I mean, we haven't tried the Mars, we haven't tried the more expensive one, so I would say worry less about how much the difference in cost is.
Yeah.
And say if you want a firmer one, go with the Saturn. If you want one that's slightly squishier and has a bit more of a plush feel to it, which I loved, then definitely get the Jupiter. If you want the technology layer, I think it's totally been worth it, even just in the winter. I don't really watch it that much anymore for, hey, how did I sleep last night? It's kind of like mint.com, like a lot of people would use it in the beginning and then they really wouldn't use it after a while. But just the fact that I can do heating on my side of the bed only and turn it on to my temperature when I want it to go on and have it pre-warmed before I get to bed, I would spend $200 on that in a heartbeat.
They need a cooling version.
Right.
So that in the summer, your bed can be nice and cold when you lay on it.
Yeah, so I think the technology layer, even if they just said, here's a super really high-end heating blanket for $200, I would have bought it. I would have bought it purely for that. Like forget the if this then that support.
Right.
Forget any of that. Like I would have been perfectly happy with that.
I do like the overall, being able to track your sleep and stuff. Although mine is almost always messed up because of the cats, but I do like that techie aspect of it. But as far as just the mattress, I don't know. This one's my favorite, and that one is his favorite. So
yeah. So again, and honestly, people have beds for about 7 years. So if you think of like a $200 difference over 7 years, that's a tiny amount of money. A lot of websites will now say, "Hey, here's our credit partner. You can go get credit and break it up into payments."
Oh yeah, they do.
Even on this one.
Yeah.
That's almost every single one of the sites now has.
Yeah, you can now make monthly payments. Yeah, payments as low as $33.28 a month.
So it's a tiny difference in payments. So I would say, if you want the slightly harder one, get this. If you want the slightly squishier one, get this. Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't have the really super high end one to give you a review of.
Maybe eventually we'll get
that one.
We'll be able to tell you. But I like this one. This one's my favorite.
Yeah. And on that note.
Okay, so that's it. Those are our 2 8 mattresses. So I hope that this was helpful and informative. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave all of the links and information in the description box if you guys want to check out 8. And that's it. We'll see you in our next video. Bye!